Hello, my name is Dr. Jeannie Bennett. Welcome to this short concept video for English 2311, Introduction to Technical Writing. Today, I'm going to talk about the resume as a technical document. One of the major challenges students have on the resume assignment is viewing the resume as a technical document. It's a major hurdle to success because we're not just writing a resume, we're also practicing and honing essential technical writing skills. If we can't see the resume through the lens of technical communication, it will prevent us from practicing these skills. Most people have an idea of what a resume looks like since they are so pervasive in our culture. Even if you don't have a resume yourself, chances are you've seen some and have an intuitive idea of what is on them. We need to re-see the resume through new eyes and approach it with curiosity. This will allow us to strategically write and design the resume, practicing essential tech writing skills without relying on instinct to get us through. Other challenges students face in this assignment are related to generating content and understanding the expectations of our readers. We'll tackle these together in class, and you'll also learn about them on your own in the reading and through these course videos. One way the resume is a technical document is that it has a diverse audience of many different readers, each with different types of specialized knowledge. For example, a few of the readers of your resume may be a recruiter who is attempting to match you with an organization. The recruiter may work for you, or their client may be the hiring organization. Their purpose and what they're looking for is going to differ depending on who their client is and what that client is seeking in a potential hire. Human resources or a talent acquisition team. These types of readers often weed out potential hires by looking at specific qualifications for the job, like previous experience, certifications, educations, etc. They also contact references and take an extensive look at job history. Hiring manager. This person is probably going to be the boss, whether a boss you see every day or an upper-level boss. They have ultimate decision-making power over your hire, but you might or might not ever meet them in the hiring process. Colleagues. It is common in certain workplaces for a team of potential colleagues to assess your fit for the job. An organization might assemble a whole team to screen resumes, and your future coworkers may be on that team. Another reader we need to be aware of is what I call the robo-reader. Some organizations may have you upload your resume to their job site and have a programming script scavenge your resume for specific keywords. This is a non-human reader that is a common way of weeding out large numbers of potential applicants. So all of these different readers with different roles have different specialized or technical knowledge that is going to impact how they read your resume, what their purpose is in reviewing a resume, and their expectations of the content and design of your resume. Remember that the resume is a document that ultimately aids your reader in either making a decision or taking an action. Another way we understand the resume as a technical document is that it belongs to a genre. A genre is a collection of documents, or more generally artifacts, that perform similar functions and have similarities in content and design. Genres shape readers' expectations. For example, science fiction is a genre of literature and film. When we read a science fiction novel or watch a sci-fi film, we expect certain elements of storytelling, usually dealing with the edges of known science. Common elements in a sci-fi novel or film include the future, space aliens, time travel, etc. In contrast, when we watch a rom-com, we have different expectations. There is probably a single woman going home for the holidays who is in love with a British guy who wears a sweater, but she'll ultimately end up with her funny childhood friend. Documents also belong to genres. For example, the About page of a website belongs to a larger collection of documents that we can call personal profiles. We have certain design and content expectations of these pages. We expect to see a profile picture, for example, and basic biographical details about the person. A resume is also a kind of personal profile. Readers expect to see certain kinds of biographical information like your name, contact info, education, work history, and skills. Different industries' expectations can differ. For example, in a design-heavy industry, readers may expect color or other design elements, and even a personal picture, whereas in other industries, these elements may be considered unprofessional. This is one of the reasons we should research our readers as much as we can so that we can understand their expectations. Finally, a resume is a technical document because there are specific design constraints and stylistic expectations. The design constraints enable the reader to immediately understand what they are looking at is a resume, and structures the content in such a way as to enable a busy reader to quickly and easily locate the information they are looking for. I call this the choose your own adventure design. Style refers to the way the content itself is written. In resumes, our readers expect specific, concrete, and concise writing. The writing has to be easy to read but deliver a lot of information in a short amount of space and enable a busy reader to quickly skim and comprehend the information. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll discuss strategies for researching a job, which will help us generate content and understand our readers' expectations. We'll also discuss principles of usability and accessibility. Finally, we'll work on writing skills and how to write in a specific, concrete, and concise manner. Remember to read and reread the assignment description. I'm always happy to answer any questions you have, so please plan ahead. That's a wrap.